All right. So you're thinking about timing the market, or you're just interested in timing the market as a real estate investment strategy, then you're at the right place because in this particular week, we're all talking about real estate market crashes and all of that content that goes around it. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you check out some of the other videos on this playlist. Now, in case you don't know who I am, though, my name is Davin Sundvik with the House Hacker Tribe, and I give real estate investing advice on the internet to those who want to be more profitable and educated around real estate investing, and they want to reduce their risks and exposure as well. So, without any further ado, let's get into the content. Now, when we're talking about timing the market, there are two factors at play. Not only do we have to predict if we're at the absolute height of the market, we also have to predict when we're at the absolute low of the market. And the odds of that are obviously very, very slim. But even if you put that into an entire year's worth of market, because the real estate market does move very slowly, then you still get quite some interesting results. Now, I want you to genuinely come up with a belief right now. Do you believe that the market is going to go down next year? And it doesn't even matter what year this is. So if this video was published in 2022, doesn't matter if you're watching this in the future. These odds still play the same important role today because we've used data from over 78 years worth of real estate market data. And so we do have quite a bit of odds in order to be able to create some of these strategies. Now, I wanted you to take a position on whether or not you think the market's going to go up or down next year. And that is really, really important because I think most people are going to be wrong. And now most people are wrong. I do want to let you know because we have the opinion that you should be prepared for the real estate market to go up and you should be prepared for the real estate market to go down. And if your life does not look like that, then you are out of alignment than what we teach on this channel, which is okay. That's the whole point of getting educated, is to get yourself more advanced and more in line with what is going to be more profitable over time. So now that you've locked in some of your own opinions, let's get right into the odds. So the odds of predicting the height of the market is less than 8%. And we're going to get into why. The reason why is because if last year the market has gone up, then the odds of it continuing to go up are over 90%. So if at any one year you think, oh, this is the top, I believe this is the absolute top of the market, 8% chance that you're right. On the swing side of things, now, if the market has gone down last year, a lot of people would say, okay, the market's low, let's buy the dip. Buy low, sell high, right? So if the market has gone down last year, fortunately, real estate crashes last longer than a year typically, which means that if the market has gone last year, there's a 55% chance that the market will continue to go down next year. So it's really difficult to predict the bottom of the market because it's like flipping a coin. Now, the odds of predicting the bottom of the market are better than predicting the top of the market. But better is like, in this particular case, it's not like it's way in your favor. You're still, have a low likelihood of buying in the bottom of the market. And if you say, well, I'm just going to wait 2 years, or I'm going to wait until that first year when the real estate market comes to back up again. Well, there are times where the real estate market dips for a few months and then it goes back up again, like we saw during the pandemic in 2020. So if you didn't buy a home in 2020, then you essentially missed on the last real estate dip. And it might not happen again for the next 10 years, might be 20 years. You don't know. So one of the best strategies is actually just to buy now and just to hold long term. Now, I think there's, if you're 100% invested into the market, and you would definitely be at a loss if the market were to drop because you don't have any strategies around the market dropping. And I do think that's something that is concerning. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever be prepared for a real estate market crash. But if you're not prepared for the real estate market to go up, you're just losing out on like 92% of your potential. So The other thing is discipline. If the real estate market has gone down, most people don't have the discipline to buy during hard times. And that's just the truth. Even if you say that you're the most disciplined person in the world, just try to remember, were you right about the odds? Like, did you have an accurate assessment of whether or not the real estate market is going to go down next year? Like, did you say, oh, yeah, the odds of it going down next year are 50-50? Or did you think that it was 80-20? I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you guessed it. Maybe you're in that 8% of people that can correctly guess the top of the real estate market. But most people are pretty random about their assertions. And most people thought that in 2019, the real estate market was going to drop. And in 2019, the real estate market soared. And then people thought in 2020, the real estate market was going to drop. And it dipped a little bit, but it didn't crash like we saw in 2008. It was a tiny little blip. So if you want exposure to the top of the market, yet you don't want to own a home because you think that puts you a little bit too all in, or you don't have the down payment in order to have that kind of liquidity, then you might want to watch some of our videos next week, which is talking about leasing to own. Leasing to own gives you the advantage of essentially locking in the current market interest rate and current market prices of a home, while giving yourself a chance to wait 2 or 3 years and then buying back in time, which is what we all would have done if we could have bought back in 2020, or even buying back in 2012 when prices were at rock bottom lows. So make sure you give us a like and some comments down below. We always appreciate feedback because it helps us make the videos a little bit better. And subscribe if you want more content just like this. Thanks. Have a great day.